Okay, it is what? A tan beta divided by tan theta.
Yes,
So
sir.
now when the if value of k equal to 1, okay, so that is what, when beta and theta are equal to 1, so what is the possibility? So what is the possibility? When theta equal to 1, sorry, theta and beta are equal to 1, then k equal to what? When tan beta is equal to tan theta. Okay, so then k will become what? 1. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
1. Okay. So now substituting the conditions when k equal to 1 and f equal to 0, as well as when k equal to 0. So what are the equations you are going to get for the equilibrium speed? For equilibrium speed. So let us go for substitution of k equal to 1. Let us go for substitution of k equal to 1. Okay. What will get? Okay. If I'll write the equation, if k equal to 1, okay, so n square equal to 895 divided by h, okay, in bracket small mg plus in bracket capital Mg plus or minus f whole divided by mg. Is it right? If you substitute k equal to 1, so 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and numerator denominator 2 going to get a cancel. Sorry, na? If k equal to 0, okay, if k equal to, sorry, if f equal to 0, okay, if f equal to 0, n square equal to 895 divided by h in bracket 2m capital M in bracket 1 plus k divided by 2m. Okay. So if you substitute f equal to 0 in above equation, right, you are going to get 2m plus in bracket m plus m in bracket again 1 plus k divided by 2m. Suppose if k equal to 1 and frictional force is equal to 0, what will get equation for speed? N square equal to 895 divided by h in bracket small m plus capital M divided by small m. You need to remember these three equations. You need to remember these three equations, right? Now, so let's go for one problem here. You just note down problem. Each arm of a porter governor. Have you noted earlier equations or not? ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ.
Bardi, sir.
ಬರ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಾ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋರಿ. ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು. Wait for a minute, we'll go back and I will come. Okay, we'll continue the problem. You note down the problem. Each arm of a porter governor is 200 long and is pivoted on the axis of the governor on the axis of the governor. Okay. Full point. The of rotation radii of rotation of the balls are the minimum and maximum speeds are speeds are 120 mm and 160 mm respectively. Okay. Full point. The mass of sleeve is mass of the sleeve is 28 kg and each ball has and each ball is 4 kg. Full point. Find the range of speed of the governor. Also determine the range of speed if the friction at the sleeve is 22 Newton. So you note down the data given here. Okay, so you have a two criteria. One is without consideration of frictional force. Another one is with consideration of friction force. So first you note down given data. So arm length, all arms are of equal length. It is 200 mm. Okay, and radius R1 is 120 mm for n1 speed, that is what a minimum speed, r2 equal to 160 mm for maximum speed. Okay. So now mass of a sleeve capital M is 28 kg and mass of each ball is 4 kg. Okay. So you need to find out n1 equal to what, n2 equal to what. Okay. This is what first case. And in second case, after inclusion of frictional force 22 Newton, you need to find out what is the value of n1 and what is the value of n2. Okay. Requirement is clear. What do you need to find out is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So now based on the given dimensions, you draw the diagram. Okay. You draw the diagram. Okay. So now let us go for axis of rotation of the spindle. Okay. So now this arm length is given, it is pivoted on the axis. This distance is how much? It is 200 mm. Okay. So now for minimum speed, radius of rotation is r1 is equal to 120 mm. Okay. So mass m is how much here? 4 kg. Mass m is 4 kg. And if you consider on this bottom side, okay, so here you are going to get a capital M. It is what? M by 2. Okay. So this length is also how much? 200 mm. Now, what is the equation without consideration of frictional force? Okay. So without consideration of frictional force, when f equal to 0 and f equal to 0, n square equal to 895 divided by h in bracket 2m plus capital M plus 2m. Okay? Is it right? Is it right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Correct. Question correct, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in this case, k will become 1 because arm lengths are equal and upper position and lower positions are pivoted on axis of rotation. On axis of rotation. Clear? Okay. Upper positions and lower positions are pivoted on axis of rotation. Okay. Now, you need to find out for minimum speed, okay, what is the value of h1? Okay, what is the value of h1? Now let us find out value of h1. Let us find out value of h1. Height of governor, okay, at radius r1 equal to 120 mm. Okay. Okay, so this is 120. Now h1 equal to square root of 200 square minus 120 square. So now someone calculate and give the value of h1. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತೀರಾ?
160, sir.
Okay, h1 equal to 160. Okay. Now this is what in mm. This is equal to 0.16 meter. Okay. 0.16 meter. Now let us substitute all values. So you got all values here. Okay. You got all values. Okay. Now if you substitute k equal to 1 in this equation, I think you are going to get the criteria k equal to 1 and f equal to 0. I think just note down the equation you have noted earlier. Okay. So now n1 equal to square root of 895 divided by h1 in bracket small m plus capital M divided by small m. Now substitute values. Now substitute values. Okay. 895. Now h1 is to be substituted in terms of meter, not in terms of mm. What is the value of small m? 4 kg. What is the value of capital M?
28.
28 divided by 4. Okay. So now you find out value of n1.
211.54.
211.
54.
Everyone got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Everyone got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So next, height of governor at maximum speed. Okay. That is R2 equal to 160 mm. Okay. Okay. So now H2 equal to what? Square root of 200 square minus 160 square. You find out how much you are going to get.
120, sir. 120.
0.12.
It is 120 mm, 0.12 meter. Okay. Now speed n2 equal to square root of 895 divided by h2 in bracket small m plus capital M divided by 2. Now substitute here 895 divided by 0.12 in bracket 4 plus 28
244.26.
244
26.
rpm. Okay. Now they have asked to find out the range of speed. Okay. So now range of speed is equal to what? N2 minus N1. Okay. N2 minus N1. Now this is what
32.72.
Okay. How much you got? N1
211.54.
to 11.54. Now what is the range?
32.72.
Now 32.72 RPM is the range of the curve, right?
Yes, sir.
Now this is a case when you neglected the frictional force. Okay? If a frictional force is there, if a frictional force is there, okay? Now how to find out? Now height remains the same. Heights are remains the same. They are not going to change. Okay, because radius remains the same. Okay. So now let us go for second case. Considering frictional force. Okay. Considering frictional force. That is what F equal to how much? 22 Newton. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So already you know K equal to 1. Already you know K equal to 1. So now speed of a governor at radius R1 equal to 120 mm. Okay. R1 equal to 120 mm. Let us go for N1 square equal to, okay, 895 divided by H1 in bracket mg plus in bracket capital Mg plus or minus F divided by mg. Okay. Now this is a general equation. Now this is what a general equation. So now as sleeve try to move down, the frictional force is going to act in upward direction. You take here minus sign for n1. Okay, for n1 you take a minus sign. So what happens here, due to the low speed, mass of sleeve is try to come down. Okay, but frictional force is going to act in upward direction. Clear? Frictional force
Yes,
is
sir.
going in upward direction. That is what you take a minus sign. Now let us substitute all values. Let us substitute all values. N1 equal to square root of 895 divided by 0.16 in bracket small m is how much? 4 into 9.81 plus in bracket how much capital M?
28.
Minus what is the value of frictional force? It is 22 divided by 4 into 9.81. Now you find out N1.
Two not 3.99.
203.99 RPM. Okay. Similarly, speed of a governor at radius R2 equal to 160 mm. Okay. Right. Now N2 equal to square root of 895 divided by 0.12. You can write equation first. So it is going to be helpful. What value we need to substitute. Now in this case, you go for a positive plus because when sleeve tries to move in upward direction, so frictional force is going to act in downward direction, right? Now let us substitute values here. Let us substitute values. N2 equal to 895 divided by 0.12 in bracket 4 into 9.81 plus 28 into 9.81 plus 22 divided by 4 into 9.81. So now find out N2.
252.67.
2.
252.67.
Okay. So now range of speed is what? N2 minus N1 is the range of speed. It's what? 252.67 minus 203.99. How much it is?
48.68.
Okay. 48.68 is the range of speed. Okay. This one clear?
Yes, sir.
Problem is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the next problem. In a Porter governor, each of the four arm Cs four arm Cs 400 mm long, 400 mm long. Okay, so the upper arms are pivoted are pivoted on the axis of the sleeve on the axis of the sleeve, whereas the lower arms are attached to the sleeve at a distance of 45 mm from the axis of
Axis
rotation.
of rotation.
Full point. Each ball has each ball has a mass of 10 kg and the load on the sleeve is 60 kg. Full point. What will be the what will be the equilibrium speeds equilibrium speeds for the two extreme extreme radii of 250 mm and 300 mm of rotation of the governor balls. Okay. So in this case, lower arms are pivoted away from the axis of rotations at a distance of 45 mm. Okay. So the lengths are same, upper arm lengths and lower arm lengths are same. Okay. So now in this case, as lower arms are pivoted away from the axis of rotations, you are going to get beta value as well as theta value. If lower arms and upper arms are pivoted on the axis of rotations, you are going to get theta equal to beta. You are going to get the value as theta equal to beta. Okay. So now let us draw the diagram first. Otherwise, you first note on what are the given data are there. What are the given data are there. Okay. Given data. So arm lengths are given. Okay. So arm lengths are 400 mm each. Okay. So sometimes what happens, the lower arm length may be different, upper arm length may be different. Okay. No. So lower arms are pivoted at a distance of 45 mm. Okay. At a distance of 45 mm from the axis of rotation. So now small m is how much? Small m is 10 kg. Right. Capital M is 60 kg. Okay. So what capital M is 60 kg, small m is 10 kg. Okay. So R1 equal to 250 mm. Okay. R1 equal to 250 mm. R2 equal to 300 mm. Okay. Now in this case, they have not provided frictional force. F equal to 0. F equal to 0. But you need to find out what is the value of tan theta and tan beta. Okay. Clear. Now let us draw the diagram first. Upper arms are pivoted on the axis of rotation. The distance is 400 mm. So now let us go for R1 is equal to how much? R1 equal to how much here?
50.
250 mm.
250. Okay, 250.
250, sir.
Okay. Now lower arms are connected at a distance of 45 mm away from the axis of rotation. Okay. Now this value is theta. This value is what? Beta. Right. Okay,
Yes, sir.
clear. Now let us find out value of tan beta and tan theta. So when R1 equal to 250 mm, when R1 equal to 250 mm. Okay. Okay. So now to find out the value of the tan beta, so you need this distance. You need this distance. This is what distance is B. You just note down. I think from instantaneous center point method, you can just recall the notations here. So value of A. Okay. So value of H1. Okay. Value of H1. Now, how to get the value of A? How to get the value of A? Okay. As well as H1. Okay. So now let us find out first height of the governor. Okay. Let us first find out height of the governor. So height of the governor H1 equal to, okay, square root of 400 square minus 250 square. Someone calculate and give the value of H1.
312.24.
312.24
24.
mm. Okay. Is equal to 0.312 meter. Right?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay. Next. To find out the value of A, you need to find out B distance here. So how will you get the B distance? B equal to 250 minus 45. You just observe, you need this much of distance. So if you consider this is a reference point A here, okay, and if you took X here, okay, so now B equal to what? And let us go for one more point here. This is what a capital B here. Okay, so small b equal to AX minus BX. Okay, AX is how much? It is a 250, right? And BX is how much? It's a 45. Now small b equal to how much?
205.
205 mm. Okay? 205 mm. Okay? Now let us go for calculation of k equal to what? Tan beta divided by tan theta. Okay. So theta value is this one. Okay. Theta value is this one. Now what is the relation we can get for tan theta? Tan theta ಏನು ಬರ್ಬೋದು?
B by A.
B, which B?
B by A.
Pardon? ಏನು ಬರ್ಬೋದು tan theta?
Sir, 250 divided by H1.
Tan theta equal to what? 250 divided by H1. Right? 250 divided by H1. So now already have calculated value of H1. This is what? 250 divided by 312.24. Calculate how much you are going to get?
0.8.
0.80.
0.8. Okay. Now similarly find out tan beta. Okay. So tan beta equal to what? This value is beta. You just observe here. Okay. This value is beta. So this is what? A divided by B.
Yes, sir.
B divided by A. Okay. B divided by A. So B is how much here?
205.
205. Now you need to calculate A value. Okay.
Yes.
You need to calculate A. So shall we calculate A here only? Okay. So A equal to 400 square minus 205 square. Someone get the value of A?
343.47.
How much?
343.4.
343.47.
0.47.
Okay. Now we substitute 343.47.
0.59.
0.59.
59.
Okay. Now you find out now value of K. You find out value of K.
1.34.
1.34.
34.
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರ್ತದೋ tan beta is 0.0.59, tan theta is 0.8. Okay, so now let us look out here. K equal to tan
Sir,
theta is
0.73.
0.73.
0.73.
0.8. How much you got? K equal to
0.7.
0.73.
0.73 or 74.
7375.
7375.
7375.
Yes, sir. 0.7374.
Okay, now you got all parameters.
Yes,
We
sir.
got all parameters. So now let us find out value of n1. Okay? Let us find out value of n1. So now you can find out this thing by two ways. Okay. So as k value is going to change for again R2 equal to 300 mm. Okay. Now let us find out n1. n1 equal to square root of 895 divided by h1. Now in this case frictional value is 0. In this case frictional value is 0. In bracket 2m plus capital M, okay, divided by 2m. You got all values now. You got all values. Let us substitute here. Let us substitute 895 divided by how much you got a value of h1. You substitute h1 to, you know what is the mass?
10.
Small m is 10. Small m is 10. Okay, plus capital M is 60. This is what in bracket 1 plus 0.74 all divided by 2 into 10. Okay, calculate how much you are going to get. H1 is how much?
133.57.
Wait a minute. How much you got N1?
133.57.
133.
57 RPM.
Now similarly find out K when R2 equal to 300 mm. Okay, R2 equal to 300 mm. Okay, right. Now let us go for speed. Speed of a governor when R2 equal to 300 mm. Okay. Now let us draw the diagram again here. Let us draw the diagram again. Now let us find out first H2. H2 equal to height of the governor at radius R2 equal to 300 mm. It is what? 400 square minus 300 square. Okay. Find out how much you are going to get.
H2 264.57.
264 point.
Sir, H2, sir, H2.
H2, okay. 2.
264.57.
Okay. B is 300 minus 45, right?
Yes, sir.
B
Yes,
is
sir.
300 minus 45. Now let us go for calculation of theta here and beta
Yes.
here. Okay. Now to find out the value of beta, you need A. A equal to what? 400 square minus 255 square. How much you got? A equal to
308.18.
okay. Now find out theta value. Okay. So tan theta equal to 300 divided by how much you got? H2
264.57.
264 point. 264 point. Okay,
57.
find out how much you are going to get.
1.13, sir.
1.13.
13.
Okay. Similarly, tan beta equal to what? 255 divided by 308
318.
Okay, how much you got a tan beta?
0.82.
0.82. So now K equal to 0.82 divided by 1.13.
0.73.
0.73. Okay. Now with K equal to 0.73 and H1 equal to 26, H2 equal to 264. Now let us find out what is the speed you are going to get. Okay. N2 equal to 895 divided by H2. Okay. In bracket F equal to 0. Okay. So 2m plus capital M 1 plus K bracket close divided by 2m. Right. This is what? 895 divided by 0.264 in bracket 2 into 10 plus 60. 1 plus K is how much? 0.73 divided by 2 into 10. Now you find out N2.
114.86. 4.8.
114.8. Think you got N2 as a less? N2 as a
Yes.
less. You should get N2 as a more.
Sir, 144.86. Sir,
144.8.
144.86, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So now range of speed N2 minus N1. 144.6 minus 133.57. I think it is 1110 point or 11 point.
11.03.
How much?
29.
11.03.
Okay. Okay, we'll take test on Tuesday, 8 to 9:30. Okay. You just
Yes, sir.
note down test timetable. Tuesday, there is what? 15th, 8 to 9:30. opposite to mechanical department. Okay.